Hello guys, what's up? Moses here and with another video for you. I'd like to show you today my 0 DPS full XP support Barb. There will be no gameplay simply because I can't do damage. It's a 0 DPS Barb. I can't kill anything. But yeah, let's jump into the game. The advantage of this Barb is like the fact that he's able to provide with the party with toughness, um, CC immunity. That's right, complete immunity to CC. Um, Frozen, jailer, slows, knockback, all that stuff completely gone, and it's pretty much permanent. And debuffs to monsters, so they take more damage. So it allows to keep everybody alive. It allows to debuff the monsters so they take more damage, and also it allows to organize and group up the monsters so the DPS characters will have a small AoE to drop all their damage on. First let's go over the items. In order to generate fear and increase your movement speed, the Bull Cathos set, it doesn't matter which one you have. For high level Greater Rifts, you want to drop Ramaladnis and throw a socket in them and use Vitality Gems for life per hit, so you just like always stay alive. But yeah, when I'm doing 60s, I have enough survivability. I don't need that, and I kind of don't want to waste Ramaladnis on a non-ancient weapon. But for the time being, it works very, very, very well. We're doing 60s, and I have no problem surviving whatsoever. So BK, BK, you want vitality there. Cooldown reduction is a possibility, but it doesn't matter all that much because of the obsidian ring and the cube. But still, just something nice to have. It's not, these weapons are completely unrolled, as you can see. It's just there for the set bonus. That's for the weapon. For the experience bonus, you want to equip 3 pieces of canes. It doesn't matter which. Doesn't matter which at all. You want 3 piece canes for the experience bonus. That's 50%. So just make sure you have most like toughness stats on them. Yeah, that kind of helps. To have like the most possible toughness you can get on these pieces. Yeah. Crit chance allows you to survive better, so it's okay to have like a little bit of crit chance. You know, sometimes you would want to use Whirlwind with like the Blood Funnel rune, so that critical hits restore 1% of your maximum life. So it's good to have. That's what keeps you alive. So it's good to have. It's good to have some crit if you're just like solo support and you don't have like monk for life regeneration. You can also do that. But usually there's a monk and a barbarian as double support and then double DPS. That's currently the meta, and yeah, it works pretty well. But I added these crit hit chance rolls on some of my pieces. You want an experience ring, hellfire ring with as much toughness as you can get. As much vitality and strength and all resist as you can possibly get for the experience. You also, other than the Hellfire 45% experience bonus, you get the Leoric Signet, again with as much toughness as you can possibly get. Currently, there might be other choices for braces, but again, you want as much toughness, and these are simply my best toughness braces right now. There's no stuns. I don't do any stuns with my build. You could, but you don't need the proc of the Ancient Parthian Defenders. These are strictly there for the extra toughness. Same with these shoulders. I just got really nice Ancient shoulders, Valwards, so yeah, keep me alive. When it comes to the chest and helm, it doesn't have to be the chest and helm, by the way. It can be anything. But you need 2 pieces of Immortal Kings, so you can have Call of the Ancients. They last until they die. You don't have to worry about them. They never die. But they don't have duration. You don't have to spend the cooldown. Right? So it won't eat into your Obsidian Ring of the Zodiac cooldown. Right? So you use the Ancients. They keep you alive. You use the rune together as one, which spreads the damage between you and the ancients half and half. So it's practically like having another unity with a follower, only without having a unity with a follower. So yeah, 50% damage reduction comes from the ancients. On the amulet, it's like these amulets drop all the time. All these immunity amulets, they drop all the time. They always roll crap. So there, I found one with life per hit, some cooldown reduction. I rolled crit chance here, again for the possibility that I may use blood funnel on my whirlwind. So I'll have some crit chance. My current crit chance is about 40. It doesn't need to be too much. Yeah, 39.5. On the helm, currently I'm just using a helm that I have from my Immortal King set, so it's like Hammer of the Ancients. But you basically just need any Immortal King 2-piece and then Kane's 3-piece. That's the core issue. If it's pants and boots, or if it's whatever, chest, gloves, no matter, shoulders, you just pick the stuff that you need and you craft. You just pick the stuff that you found, the 2-piece of Immortal King, and then you craft the rest that you need of the Kane set. That's the way that I found comfortable for me to do, but you can do it slightly different. It doesn't really matter. As long as you're getting the set bonuses, that's all that counts. The belt is very, very important. The belt, Pride of Cassius, this one is ancient, lots of toughness, but the most important part is that it increases the duration of Ignore Pain by 4 seconds. I got the minimum roll, unfortunately. 6 seconds is max, and 6 seconds is very, very, very good. Because practically keeps everybody in the party. He uses Ignore Pain with Mob Rule. Ignore Pain basically reduces damage by 50% and gives you immunity to CC, immunity to all control and parent effects of 5 seconds, increased by additional 4 seconds to the entire party because you're using the Mob Rule. Allies within 50 yards also benefit from Ignore Pain. Pretty OP as hell, I know. So yeah, Barb's got it all. Barb's got it all this season, and you really kind of want to roll a Barb if you want to be efficient when experience farming. I talked about this on my previous video, but yeah, you want to be efficient, just roll a Barb. If you don't, just play whatever. Enjoy your Witch Doctor, enjoy your Demon Hunter, enjoy your Wizard, enjoy your Crusader. It doesn't matter what you enjoy, just play whatever. But if you want to push and if you want to be efficient, if you want to do greater rifts in a group, if you want to be viable, if you want to try and gather up a serious group for experience grinding, you'll need one of these support barbs. And this is the build. So that's when it comes to the items. Now, when it comes to the build, yeah, when it comes to the build, we got 2 debuffs to monsters. I'm using Rend Mutilate. The Mutilate rune will add additional 10%. Monsters will take 10% additional damage, and that's a pretty big AoE. Just use it a couple of times when there's a big area of monsters, and then they all take 10% extra damage to the duration of the Rend, which is freaking 5 seconds. Pretty good. You keep rending. You see the bleeding, and when it wears off, you just do another bleed. You don't have to count 5 or anything. There's no like timer or anything. You just whenever you just like see the big bleed effect over the mobs. When it runs out, you do another bleed, extra damage. Also, you spam your falter. Falter, threatening shout, shout with great ferocity, causing enemies to falter and take 25% increased damage from all sources for 6 seconds. Look at that AoE, pretty good stuff. So, huge area of effect. Every affected monsters take 25% more damage. Insane. Cooldown is 10 seconds, but it drops super fast. As well, cooldown here, Ignore Pain 30 seconds, but it drops super fast thanks to the Obsidian Ring of the Zodiac and the fact that you're always whirlwinding. Lots and lots of fury, yeah. That's pretty much it. To arrange and group up mobs, you use Ancient Spear, Harpoon. It pulls monsters from like the entire screen. Like with the CC changes that they made, if you didn't grab the mob by like the 3rd hit, it will become immune to CC. But it's pretty easy. You practice it a little bit. It took me a little bit, really, like maybe an hour of playing with this build to get used to it, and slowly, slowly, I'm excelling my performances with this build, and I'm becoming quite a good support Barb. Yeah. The Whirlwind rune, I'm using Hurricane. Hurricane pulls enemies towards you, and allows again to group the mobs in one area, so the damage dealers will be able to do that damage on multiple number of enemies. more efficiency. Yeah, you always want to be like forward with this Barb, like leading the group. You want to be forward, and then like if this is the, let's say this is like the corridor that you're walking, and there's like bunch of monsters. You always want to like go to the, um, like a crossroad, and then like there'll be monsters here, there'll be monsters here, there'll be monsters behind you, and the party will be behind you. So you want to like maybe if you're not using TeamSpeak, you just want to ping so they'll all come closer to this area that you pinged, and then you pull enemies from all these corridors with the ancient spear, and they all concentrate into this one chokehold, and like the barbarians come, they bash, they use their freaking hammer of the ancients. You know, monks do their stuff, and they all die, like pretty much in this one concentrated area. Good stuff. So yeah, the whirlwind will pull enemies towards you, and then you'll start using like a couple of ancient spear to yeah, kind of get stuck here. It's kind of a narrow. There you go. It's kind of a narrow pathway, but yeah, you'll pull enemies. You learn how to aim it, and you'll start pulling enemies from everywhere, making like the party run much more efficient. When it comes to passive, you just want, toughness stuff. Weapon Master, since you're using mighty weapons, two fury per hit will generate your fury. Animosity also will generate your fury if you don't have fury problems. Like Harpoon is kind of expensive; it's 25 fury, and I find that it's kind of good to have animosity as well. But if you don't have fury problems, you can change it to any other defensive passive like bloodthirst or superstition or anything that will just increase your toughness. So basically, yeah, you got tough as nails, inspiring presence, weapon master for the fury. Um, yeah, there you go. You got life regen here. You got the tough as nail, increased armor, and that's that's pretty much it. Like I would show you gameplay, I mean, but what can I tell you? It's kind of, I guess we can go to the Weeping Hollow, and I can pull some monsters and arrange them, but there will be nobody to kill them because I don't do any damage, right? ZDPS. So basically, you get here, you call your ancients, and then like that's it. Monsters getting pulled. You just pull them with the ancient spear. You use ignore pain to be immune to stuff, and that's it. And then the people in the party kill them, and the monk keeps regenerating your life. That's it. See how monsters getting pulled? That's pretty nice, nifty little rune. Whenever you get stunned or something, you just use your threatening shout. You keep pulling them. See, like now they're going to have a little problem to get pulled because I already pulled them quite multiple times. I guess maybe not this particular enemy. Yeah, so you rend them, you will rend them, and you threatening shout them so they take more damage. And all these enemies right here are taking 35% extra damage from your rend and from your threatening shout, and yeah, they're going to fall pretty quickly. And your party is going to be immune to everything, getting 50% damage reduction from your ignore pain that will affect all your party members. 50 yards is a pretty big radius, pretty much covers the entire screen. So you don't have to be near someone to affect their ignore pain, just cast it whenever as long as you see them visible on the screen. Yeah, when it comes to legendary gems, last and not least, legendary gems, you want to have the Gem of Efficacious Toxin for a further debuff on the monsters. The 25 passive, increased damage taken from all sources by 10%. You want to get Esoteric Alteration, gain non-physical damage reduction, 0.5% each rank. And then you want to get Gogok of Swiftness to drop your cooldown reduction by 15%. That's it. That's the build. I hope you enjoyed it. This is extremely efficient build. You pair that with a monk and then a couple of other barbs with Hotas or whatever Rand or Seismic Slam or whatever build they're using. That's most efficient for their gear. You couple that with a monk and then 2 DBS dealers. Awesome stuff. You can start grinding. You can start grinding the XP. One last thing when it comes to Paragon points, you need maximum Fury for the Ancient Spear, you need maximum movement speed, and then the rest on Vitality. When it comes to, well, I guess cooldown reduction, the rest really doesn't matter. So I just kind of like have a bunch of Paragon points, but basically cooldown reduction. On defense, you max your percent life. You max your all resist because you're a Barb, you need the all res, and then your percent life, then your armor, and then the life regeneration last because you have a 700k life per second monk around you, so you won't really need that 7k. Won't do that much of a difference. Utility, resource cost reduction, um, life on hit, and then area damage, and then gold fine. Pretty useless stats. This area damage and gold fine for this build, gold fine for any other build. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I want to thank you everybody for watching, and I'll see you guys on stream. Moses out.